Hello and welcome to Kelly Legends Media. So I noticed on my comment section, I have quite a few subscribers up north, and I really appreciate you guys very much. And I started thinking about when it was the first time that I met somebody from up north. And when I'm saying somebody from up north, I'm talking about somebody that was 100% committed to the red team and had status. Wasn't your average bear. I had a couple of homeboys, as a matter of fact, that were from the red team, you know? That's how they function in prison. I hadn't been to prison at the time. I didn't know anything about what was going on or anything. But somebody had mentioned it one day. Yeah, them VATOs are from there, you know? And I was like, oh, all right, you know. I knew what it was, but I really didn't know the ins and outs back then. And back then, it was a different situation than it is today in there, you know? But the one that really stuck in my mind that I met from up north that came down here, that was fully with the functions at the highest level, came down to bury his son. His son wasn't from my neighborhood. He wasn't from Maravilla. He wasn't from no neighborhood. He was just a youngster that eventually we were going to recruit him and invite him, you know, into the fold. But we didn't get that chance because he ended up getting shot downtown in a hotel in a hallway. I used to hang around at his house. I used to do things from his house. I knew all his little brothers, his mom, everybody. I knew his aunt and uncle that lived right next door in the connecting apartment. And I was down there every day. Sometimes I'd spend the night, sometimes a couple of nights there, you know. And, you know, I hate to say it, but, you know, the homeboy and his family were doing bad, you know. I remember one day I bought some pizza for everybody, right? We all ate and stuff. And the next day, I was on the table doing something, and I popped open the pizza box, and there was 2 cucarachas in there. You know what I mean? Running around trying to carry off one of the slices, you know? And so I got the box, and I was going to throw it away. And the little homie said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm going to throw it away, man. It's got a couple of cucarachas in there. He goes, does it? Let me see. And I handed him the box, and I went to go sit down and finish doing what I was doing. And he popped open the box, and he just went, pew, pew, knocked him out of the box, checked it out. He goes, there's no roaches in here, shit. And I go, man, you going to eat that? He goes, man, dude, you don't even know. He called his little brothers in there, man. And he offered them first, you know. He goes, you guys want some pizza? And they're like, yeah. And they had their little cheeks full of pizza, man, and they were happy as can be, you know. And I was like, wow, man, these little guys are hungry, you know. I didn't pay attention really until that day, just what the situation really was, you know. So needless to say, you know, we went and you know, I bought some groceries and, you know, anyways, moving forward, something went down there, a couple of houses down, and I shook the spot for a couple of days. And during those days I was gone, the little homie went downtown and tried to you know, bust a lick, right? I don't know if he was trying to rob the connection or he switched something on them, or he had fake money. Something funny went on. But long story short, he was trying to get out of there with what he had, and he was like, nah, the bits and pieces of the story that I picked up, this is the best I could put it together for you guys. And he tried like, talking his way out, and he never made it out the building. They ended up capping him. They unalived him. They took his life, And he was young. I think he was around maybe 17 years old, 16, 17, chavalo, I was already older. I was like the mom's age, very young mom, she was still real young. And the day I went over there was the day of the funeral and stuff, They had already took him to the grave and everything, right? And I got there, and she introduced me to dude, right? To my homie's father. Well, my little homie had told me who his dad was, and where he was from and stuff, And anyways, very, very nice, respectful gentleman, man. He was very humble. He seemed a little leery of me, but he came in, shook my hand, I embraced him, and hey, man, I'm sorry about your son, man. And they say a man ain't supposed to cry, and I'm not saying he was crying like, chillando, but I seen one get away, and yeah, he was devastated, He was devastated. It broke his heart. And we got in the car, him, my little homie's mom, one of my younger brothers and me, and they drove me over to the gravesite. And they gave me and my brother knew him very well too. Gave me and my brother some time alone with him, and then we gave his mom and dad some time there at the gravesite alone with him. And we went back to the house, right? And dude was like, hey, I'm not gonna stick around or nothing, there's nothing I can do here. So yeah, he goes, I'm gonna be headed back up, man. So we gave each other our respect, said our goodbyes, and he left. And it dawned on me, man, this dude mourned his son, losing his son, just like I would, just like any man would, and was very respectful and conducted himself professionally as most men of that caliber would. But I had no clue, because all I heard was a bunch of chisme about those people up there, And then I thought about it, that I even had two homeboys that were committed to that cause rather than the cause here in the South, and it kind of like made me think, those guys are just like us, and it was this is no revelation to me or anything. I've known this for years and years and years, running across the guys from up there, and even you know, being on the yard with them. Yeah, those guys are just like us, man. Whatever pedo there is, it's all gang. It's all gang beef, you know. You know, there's a lot of people that feel some sort of way, or still talk smack here and there, you know, in the comment section. From up there, you just do my thing. I respect you guys that have your feelings and feel a certain way behind all the gang warfare that's been going on all these years. I'm sorry it's that way, but if that's the way it is for you, dale gas, you know. But I don't have no feeling about that either way. You know what I'm saying? So any negativity or any hater, send that energy where it needs to go, because it's in the wrong place, putting it in my back door, you know. Go knock on somebody else's door. Anyways, that's my video for today. Thanks for watching. I'm sure there's a message in there for somebody. God bless you. Be safe. Stay free. And hope to see you on the next video.